If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs. Green always works for druids, and so does brown. So we got green and brown here. Shoulder guards of the Hunted Forest. Always love this set out of Throne of Thunder. This is the LFR version of the shoulders, as you can see the boss. Moving on, the chest piece brings you to the current xpac, Battle of Dazalahar, LFR version, High Tinker Mechatork. Drops the chest piece at a 5% drop rate. Now we're going to go back to Throne of Thunder and the belt, Girdle of Night and Day. Swen is the boss, 5% roughly on the drop rate. I say fair because it drops from more than one mob. Moving on to the legs, which are part of the same tier set as the chest, Battle of Dazalahar. LFR version, Laminaria is the boss, 5% roughly, or kind of a fair drop rate because it drops from, I think, other bosses besides that one. And the feet, Spiked Iron Toe Slippers. Yes, slippers into battle, that's a new thing. Hellfire, Citadel, Heroic, Iron Reaver, 12% on the drop rate. As you can see, the cloak, as we just did the spin. Moving on to hands, gloves of the Haunted Forest, part of the same tier set as the head, the shoulders, and the belt. Of course, Throne of Thunder, LFR version. Very easy to pick up there. The back, Parafeather Cloak, Freehold is the place. Sky Captain Crag, 11% on the drop rate. Moving on, we have the head, Headguard of the Haunted Forest, Throne of Thunder, LFR. Swen is the boss, that I believe is the second piece that drops off of Swen. And the weapon, Infernal Flame Staff, Blackrock Foundry, Gruul is the boss. Here's a look for the season between summer and winter. Shoulders are the Livingwood Spalders, Blackrock Foundry, Operative Thogar, 15% on the drop rate. Get it while it's in season. Moving on, the chest piece is going to bring you to Wrath of the Lich King, Hellfire Citadel, Heroic, 25-man, High Overlord, that is, Sarfang, 5% on the drop rate for chest piece. Moving on, the belt is going to spin you to Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, Garrosh Hellscream, Seal of Karmic Return, so you're probably going to have to return here a few times if you don't get it the first time, 19% on the drop rate. And the legs, part of the same raid drop set as the chest, Gangrenous Leggings, Icecrown Citadel, Heroic, 25-man, Fester God is the boss, 18% on the drop rate. Lady Worgen, sort of showing off the feet, but not exactly. Dokebi Boots, Razorfen Crawl, various mobs. Check your local auction house as well, probably the best way to go. Moving on, we're going to show you the hands, Treacherous Palms, High Maul, Pole is the boss, 5%, or actually multiplied by 5, 25% on the drop rate for the hands. And we have a Kultiran Dude show in the back, Bright Cloth Cloak, Vanilla Level Tailoring. Check your local tailor, check your local auction house, maybe it's listed there. Shouldn't be a lot of money. Warmongering Gladiator's Helm, WoD PvP Vendor, 3 Marks of Honor to get that mask, which I really like and overuse in all my videos. Spectral Sensor Sight Staff is the staff. Nice drop rate. Got a little bit of a corrupted, leafy look here for druids. Oathclaw Mantle, Hellfire Citadel. This is the mythic version. So you can see the boss, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. About a 9% drop rate on those mythic shoulders. Moving on to the chest piece, Scenarii Investments, Molten Core, going back old school here. Golmag, the Incinerator, is the boss. And about an 18% drop rate for that old school leather robe. And the belt, High Shadow Counselor's Wrap. The Nighthold, Heroic version of Demon Within, 7% on the drop rate. Moving on, we are going to show you the back, which is the Forward Observer's Camouflage Cloak. Of course it is. Hellfire Citadel, Heroic, Siege Master Martak is the boss. Kind of a fair drop rate on that. Got a Lady Worgen showing the feet, sort of, kind of. Vicious Wormhide Boots, Cata level leatherworking. Check your local leatherworker or your local auction house doing a spin. There's the cape, really goes well with this set. Moving on, we're going to show you the hands, Temporally Displaced Gloves. Nighthold Mythic, part of the same tier set as the belt. Chromatic Anomaly is the boss, decent drop rate. Hey, look at that, giving The Kultirans, a little bit of equal time. Hellfire Citadel Heroic on the headpiece. Shadowlord Iskar is the boss, 13% on the drop rate for that mask. And the weapon is going to be out of Hellfire Citadel. I believe that's Mythic. I'm not 100% sure though. Check Wowhead for that. Kilrog Deadeye is the boss. This is a little bit of a mix of Cata, as well as Legion and some Mop. The shoulders, Dragon Soul LFR version. Morchuk is boss, 14% on the drop rate for the green shoulders. The chest piece, Riverpaw leather vest. Westfall is the place. Riverpaw mongrels will drop them if you want to farm them, or you could buy it on the auction house. Probably the best way to go. Got a Lady Zandalari Troll showing the Seal of Karmic Return, which of course is the belt out of Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic. Garrosh Hellscream is the boss, 20% on the drop rate. Moving on to the legs, Cata PvP here. So you get this in Stormwind of Orgrimmar or Orgrimmar, one of the two. Make sure you get it right based on the faction, and that's 3 marks of honor to pick up the legs. Same with the feet. So the legs, the feet, the gloves, all are Cata PvP. Vendor is where you're going to pick it up. Easy pickup. As I said, the hands, Cataclysmic Gladiators, Wormhide Gloves, Cata PvP Vendor, Stormwind Orgrimmar, 2 marks of honor for the gloves. The back is out of Warlords of Draenor, the fun. Gorgrond is the place. As you can see, it's a quest reward for both Horde and Alliance. The tabard is Alliance only, so you'll have to find a different yellow Horde tabard. Gold and Exalted Rep to get the yellow tabard. The head, Dark Fang Mask, Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, partisan to your set as the belt. Decent drop rate on that. And last but not least, the weapon, Spire of Sunset Next Ramus, 25 man, 22% drop rate. If you want to pick up the shoulders, you're going to have to go to old school World of Warcraft. Ulduar is the place. Cache of Innovation, kind of a fair drop rate to get those old Druid tier shoulders. Moving on, the chest, which you really can't see behind a tabard. Pygmy Tunic, various Wrath of the Lich King dungeons. You could step up, buy it on the auction house. Probably the best way to go. Not necessarily just farm it through those dungeons. I'd just buy it. Got a Worgen Dude showing the belt. Replicated Chitin Cord. Uldir is the place. Zegfaz is the boss. Kind of a low drop rate, but look at that belt. Really goes well with this set. Worgen sticking around to show us the legs. Part of the same drop set as the shirt. Pygmy Pants. Pit of Sauron. As you can see, the boss. Kind of a low drop rate. Or you could just step up, buy it on the auction house. Moving on, we have a Lady Troll showing the boots of Final Salvation. That's right, that's my Final Salvation. Hellfire Citadel LFR, Kilrog Deadeye is the boss. Kind of a fair drop rate to pick that up. The hands, gloves of the Frozen Glade. Ulduar is the place. Cache of Winter, hence Frozen Glade. Makes sense to me. Kind of a low drop rate though. Part of the same tier set as those shoulders. Got a Dude, High Mountain Dude, shown to tabard, which is the Cenarian Expedition tabard. Both Horde and Alliance can use it. Zangarmarsh is the place. And the headpiece, Warmongering Gladiator's Helm. Super easy to get. 3 marks of honor. And last but not least, the weapon is a staff, straight out of Dragon Soul. As you can see, the boss, 8% on the drop rate for the staff. This is an overhaul or a redo of an old set I did a long time ago. Cataclysmic Gladiators, Wormhide Spalders, Cata PvP Vendor, 3 marks of honor to get the PvP tier shoulders. The chest, fine leather tunic, vanilla level leatherworking, super easy to get, or you could just find it at your local auction house as well. Should be cheap, don't spend a lot for it, whatever you do. Moving on, we have a Worgen Dude showing the belt, Seal of Karmic Return, Siege of Orgrimmar, that's another overused piece, I know. Mythic version, Garrosh Hellscream, 20% on the drop rate for that nice looking belt. And the legs, fine leather pants, vanilla level leatherworking. Check your local leatherworker or auction house to pick that up. Moving on, we're going to go with Lady Night Elf and the feet, Cataclysmic Gladiators, Foot Guards of Alacrity. Cata PvP Vendor, which is located in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, your choice. The hands, Bastion of Twilight, Elementium Monastery. I was going to say, it's an Elementium Monastery. No, it's an Elementium Monstrosity. The back is basically dropped off of various mobs in Nazjatar. The tabard of the Wildhammer clan, so you're gonna have to find something different if you horde, but that's not too difficult. Moving on, the headpiece is Warmongering Gladiator's Helm, WoD PvP vendor, 3 marks of honor to pick that up. And if you horde, it'll be wild, by the way. And a weapon, Imperators, War Staff, yeah. If you're still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day epic.